SEEDA stands for Supporting Entrepreneurs and Enterprise Development in Africa, and it's an initiative that the Ford has embarked upon, and it's basically about supporting grassroots entrepreneurs. We've started in Ghana and Sierra Leone, basically. What we hope to see is an expansion in business, people to improve their businesses, and at the end of the day, expand their businesses so that they're able to create jobs for other people. So it's about employment creation, basically. I mean, some of the people that we took, we call them resource persons. They identified some businesses that they have been able to invest into. So that's something that has already come out of the first trip that we did to Sierra Leone.
So I was sent to Sierra Leone with about 15 people to run sort of business planning sessions.
My role as a resource person in Sierra Leone and my role as a future resource person in Ghana is to provide business support to entrepreneurs, people who are basically in business, whether it's small or medium-sized. And in the case of Sierra Leone, it was providing training, and in the case of Ghana, it will be providing individual advice.
Some of the immediate benefits I have acquired in throughout this training is that I've been able to add to my knowledge. In terms of business planning, I've been privileged also to acquire a lot of knowledge in that area, as well as the training of trainers. So quite a lot of benefit I have benefited from this training.
For me, a key achievement would be the feedback that we got after the sessions. You know, just like I said, little cultural changes and some small business ideas that are really going to change people's businesses, and they were actually feeding that back, saying, oh, you've taught us about saving and the idea about net profit, and I've gone and done my sums. Oh my goodness, yes, you're right, there is money in my business. I don't have to wait for a handout to the West. That was so positive.
One of my ultimate goals is to set up a business in Africa, and I think the experience gave me the insight in terms of what I'd need to do, the kind of business infrastructures, the kind of entrepreneurs, the government policies. It gave me a very good insight into how I would set up a business over in Africa, and which is completely different within certain respects as to how you'd set up businesses over here. So it's been very, very valuable, and I intend to use that experience with my forthcoming missions and forthcoming trips across the diaspora.
SEEDA, it was a personal issue in terms of I'm from Sierra Leone, I really wanted to give something back, and also it was also an opportunity to kind of look at businesses in Sierra Leone in order to also look at how I could develop my business in order to maybe manufacture in Sierra Leone and just do some more research.
The fact that we've been able to impart some skills, some real tangible skills, which people can now go forward and share in their organizations, I think is a real boon in itself. And the business planning sessions mean that people, if they implement these ideas and plan their businesses with some more rigor, we can expect that some of these businesses will perform better. And you know, a business that performs better puts more money in the pocket of the entrepreneur, enables that person to feed their family, to clothe their family, to educate their family, all of this.
SEEDA being what it is, multicultural, multi-ethnic, with such a huge minority ethnic, I think it is but proper for SEEDA Council, or SEEDA as a borough, to engage in other countries, especially in countries where we have residents instead of being represented. It is part of our international development or international partnership program.
Our interest is two-pronged. The first interest is to see how we can work with Ford in terms of galvanizing people from here in the UK who have their roots in Africa, in terms of business organizations and people who can actually get together and see how we can work in partnership to actually contribute to Africa. And the second thing is how we as an organization can work with Ford to actually go in places such as Sierra Leone to actually drive change there, because there is a need for us in terms of organization and industry to look at how we can actually go to where the source is and actually work with those people in terms of skills development, education, business development, away from traditional mining.
SEEDA Council and Ford share the same vision, and working hand in hand with SEEDA, while you are providing such services to business people and to the outside world, we will be providing service for good governance. I think both of them go hand in hand, because whatever you want to do in the community with business people, if governance is out of it, it cannot work. So I think our partnership with SODOC's partnership with Afford and Koidu, I think I'm very optimistic about it.
Our next mission in around November, December to Sierra Leone will also focus on monitoring what the grassroots entrepreneurs that we trained in the first mission are doing, basically, and also to look for some more partnerships and opportunities with the private sector, basically.